全力攻撃。
安全距離確認。風雪の縮図。はじけろ。
Yan. So last time,
爆弾持ちすぎたのかな。
ngayon na naman nag-click. Yan. So last time yung nirelease ko, I think last 3 weeks ata, or bago lumabas yung banner ni Klee. So last 2 weeks. Basta yun, Klee F2P Guide and Showcase. Nag-focus yun sa artifacts,
Dodoco doko?
sa weapon, sa team composition, and other stuff. Ngayon, focus tayo sa F2P weapon ni Klee. So sa 1.6 event, which is itong Midsummer Island Adventure, meron tayo sa event shop na mini harp Paestum or harp. Hindi ko lang parang siya i-pronounce. So meron tayo event dito kung saan mabibili mo yung Dodoco Tales for I think 800. So mga kada mob 300 eh. So mga 3 run. Pero R1 pa lang yun. Kailangan mo pa rin syempre para makuha itong 4 na ganito for refinement. And pag nakuha mo yung 4, R5 mo itong Dodoco Tales. So right now, yung Dodoco Tales ko is naka-level 90 and R5. So natapos kay event 2 days ata after ma-release nung last part. And ayun yung pag-uusapan natin this time. So ano ba mas maganda kay Klee? Ayun yung kasi yung general question eh. Yung as an F2P yung Widsith o Dodoco Tales. So tinanggal ko yung ibang weapon sa choices tulad nung craftable weapons and yung tatlo kasi yung craftable weapons, yung isa sa Dragon Spine tas yung dalawa I think Elemental Mastery yung isa tas yung isa Attack, hindi ako sure, pero ayun, ito kasi yung dalawang my opinion yung 2 best options mo kay Klee na weapon. So yun, again, if hindi nyo pa napapanood or if you're looking for a guide and showcase kay Klee, refer lang kayo dun sa una kong video. So yung una kong weapon talaga kay Klee, nakuha ko siya last October, is itong Eye of Perception. Pero after searching and watching din guides, nakita ko na ang best in slot na 4-star weapon sa kanya is itong the Widsith. So pros muna. So first of all, crit damage yung substat ng Widsith, and yung passive niya is randomly pwede ka makuha ng 3 buff, which is yung recitative, which increases your attack percentage, yung area is increases elemental damage, and yung interlude, which increases elemental mastery. So why is this good? Any of the passive works for Klee. Attack percent is good, especially if yung build is focused on crit damage and crit rate. Elemental damage is also good, as her burst and skill can allow her to clear out a number of opponents and can also break shields, especially sa Abyss. So elemental mastery is also good since nasa meta to ngayon. Pwede mong i-pair si Klee kay Sucrose, pero if you want, pwede mo rin siya i-pair sa Cryo, Electro, and Hydro. Another pro is it generally works well with the Crimson Witch artifacts. So any of the 3 random buff sa passive adds a good amount of damage output na kayang gawin ni Klee. So again, ito yung 4-piece set bonus ng Crimson Witch, which increases overload and burning damage by 40% and increases vaporize and melt damage by 15%. And using elemental skill increases the 2-piece set bonus by 50%. So malaking dagdag sa pyro damage. So now, punta na tayo sa con ng Widsith. So one of the cons na nakita ko sa Widsith is Klee can't always stay on the field, so you have to learn when to put her sa field and when to exchange characters. So 30 seconds yung reset ng passive, and from R1 to R5 hindi to nagbabago. Ang nagbabago lang dito is yung percentage nung 3 buff. So again, 30 seconds yung reset ng passive and 10 seconds siyang active once ma-activate mo yon, active once, basta yun. So either meron kang magandang sub-DPS na ilalagay sa field for 20 seconds or gawin niyo yung ginagawa ko which is may dalawang DPS which is Klee and Ganyu. Ito yung main team ko kahit sa Abyss. So yung dito nagagalaw. So Dio na Klee, Ganyu, and Bennett. So yung dalawang DPS ko dyan is si Klee and si Ganyu. Then yung dalawang support ko is Bennett and Diona. Of course, Bennett for attack buff and Diona for healing and shield. Apparently, hindi ko pa C6. So, hindi pa ako nagbe-benefit dun sa Elemental Mastery. So, ito yung favorite lineup ko dahil kay Ganyu. No bias. Kasi, una, pwede siyang maging cryo applicator sa team. Especially kapag may Elemental Burst. And also, siya rin yung nagiging secondary DPS. So, for 20 seconds, kapag marami pang kailangan i-clear, si Ganyu yung nagtitake. And kahit malayo pa, since range and bow user, madali ako nakaka-clear nun. So, sobrang sarap ng buhay dati nung sila pa yung ginagamit ko sa commissions. Ngayon kasi nagpalit ako ng team para mapataas yung levels ng mga hindi pa level 10. So, another con ng Widsith ay mahirap siya gamitin sa co-op. So, you can't use Widsith kapag nasa co-op. I mean, pwede mo siya gamitin pero hindi magbe-benefit si Klee doon sa tatlong buff na pwede niya makuha sa passive. So, sa co-op, pwedeng magmukhang inconsistent yung damage output ni Klee kasi nga nagre-rely lang siya mismo doon sa substat which is yung crit rate. Ay, crit damage, I mean. So, bali pag nasa co-op ka, and yung weapon mo Widsith, ang bigay lang talaga nun is yung, of course, yung base attack, and yung crit damage. So, ito yung bagong weapon sa shop. Like what I said kanina. So, first pro is very F2P friendly. So, the weapon can be refined to 5 and may 1.5 enhancement bonus siya sa duration ng event na to. So, I suggest na ipa-level up nyo na even if you don't have Klee, since magagamit nito ng other catalyst users na nasa charge attack yung forte like Yanfei and Ningguang. Another pro is aesthetic-wise. Pangalan pa lang, Dodoco Tales. From the name itself up to the color. Ayan. Alam mo na ginawa to ni Mihoyo para talaga kay Klee. Third pro is yung substat and yung passive which focuses on attack. Though, medyo duda ako dito kasi pwede rin ito maging con. Pero, kung meron kang decent artifact build na nagpo-focus sa crit rate and crit damage and kung balance na talaga, Klee would benefit from this substat. Yan. So, on a last pro, unlike Widsith, Dodoco Tales is co-op friendly. Yan. If you've been having a hard time using Klee sa co-op, tulad ng na-mention ko kanina sa Widsith, thanks to this weapon, you can finally show off sa friends mo yung capacity and yung potential ni Klee. So first con, number 1, low-based attack. So although yung substat niya and yung passive niya is attack, another con yun kasi yung passive, nagra-run lang siya for 6 seconds. Although ideally, okay yung base attack since attack percentage nga naman yung substat and yung passive, pero hindi yun enough. Apparently, ang dagdag ng recitative passive ng Widsith, even in R1, is 60%. So in terms of number, lugi agad si Dodoco Tales. Although it depends sa game style and rotations, pero ang focus lang kasi ng Dodoco Tales is yung charge attack. Pero again, it only runs for 6 seconds yung passive. Kaya yung next point ko dun is yung second con na nakita ko is Dodoco Tales does not boost Klee's elemental burst and skill damage. Unlike, again, Widsith. Kasi yung weapon nagfo-focus lang solely on auto attack or normal attack tsaka sa charge attack since ayun yung passive niya. This one. And especially if ikaw consider yung time na nako-consume sa pag-cast ng elemental skill ni Klee and ng elemental burst, makakaya na agad nun yung 6 seconds. Like for example, this one. Yeah, although you have to learn cancel animation. Tatry ko rin daanan pala yung cancel animation mamaya. Especially sa charge attack. To reiterate, Dodoco Tales not good in terms of boosting Klee's elemental burst and skill damage. So sayang naman. Wait lang. Salita si Klee. So again, kasi sayang yung ano. Yung damage ng burst tsaka ng elemental niya. Again, kasi sa na-mention ko kanina, maganda yung elemental skill and burst niya pang clear out ng mobs, especially kapag marami. And pang break ng shields actually. Pero ayun, since ang focus dapat nga kay Klee is yung charge attack. Tulad nito. Ayun yung clean round. Una kong clean round to si Klee. So damage test na tayo. Nakapag-record ako kay Valin nung Sunday. So gamit yung Widsith. Yung lineup ko is Sucrose, Klee, Ganyu, and Bennett. Pero now, ang gagamitin ko is Dodoco Tales. Pero ipapakita ko rin yung kinalabasan ng damage output ng Widsith ko nun. So dun sa pro and cons ko, hindi ko masyadong tinimbang yung difference between refinement rank since magkalapit naman to. Pero kasi, ang tinignan ko dun sa criticisms is yung utilities, yung utility nung passive nila pareho. Pero again, mas maganda ba yung R1 Widsith sa R5 na Dodoco Tales? Dadaan natin mamaya. Pero as of now, generally, mas maganda pa rin syempre yung Widsith. Pero magpe-present ako ng kahit R1 na. So let's go. Dalawang 29k. Di ko pa napatay, mali yung cancel animation. Okay naman. Pero nakita ko ata mas mataas pa yung elemental skill ko kaysa doon sa charge attack, which is 29%. So ito yung sa stream kahapon. Play lang natin. So same rotation, Bennett, Sucrose, then Ganyu. So again, no food buff, Sucrose and Bennett lang. So yun. Actually hindi ako sure kung anong nakuha ko dito, kung anong elemental yung nakuha, kasi nung chinek ko after wala na. Pero feel ko either baka elemental mastery or attack. So yun, kahit yung Dodoco Tales charge attack siya naka-focus. Kung nakita nyo kanina, 29k lang, I think. Pero ito again, nasa sinabi kong pros kanina about sa Widsith, generally and overall about sa artifacts, kung paano siya nagko-complement sa artifacts and stuff. Even yung charge attack, yan. Basta, I hope you get the point, no? 103,000 charge attack. Possible na magagawa mo sa cancellation and charge attack niya. Kasi kapag yung charge attack niya lang, time consuming. Yan. Pwede may cancel yon. Number 1, print. Or number 2, jump. So mas marami kang maproproduce na charge attack kapag jump cancellation yung ginagamit mo. 1. Wait lang, naglolo ko mouse ko. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Actually, kaya po mag 6 yan eh. Yeah. Kasi mas matipid siya sa stamina consumption. Actually, dapat yung jump mo ganun. Hindi pala straight. Alipat ka ng place. 1. So, yun yung kailangan nyo practicein. WASD. So, medyo hindi ako sanay dito sa jump anime cancellation. Yan. Kasi ang ginagawa ko sprint. Kasi mas, para sa akin, mas madali yun. And, kaya mo mag-reposition ng mas mabilis. Given na 10 seconds lang din yung passive ng Widsith. Kung Widsith gamit mo, mas maganda sprint animation. Ayun no. So, although 3 lang yun, pero kaya mo mag-reposition all throughout. So, another thing na dapat hindi kalimutan kay Klee is shielder para hindi siya ma-interrupt. So, ang shielder ko kay Klee talaga is either si Noel or si Diona. So, ayun yung cancel animation. Saka talagang kasi pag yung jump animation may may interval pa din eh, tignan mo. Ayun may interval pa rin dun sa next charge attack. Pero kapag yung sprint yung ginamit mo, ganun. Ipakita ko sa inyo yung cancel animation. So 1v1 and sa cryo, they're just vying no buffs. Dapat full stamina. So yun yung 3. Eh din yung benefit Klee kasi maliit siya. Hindi siya tatamaan. So yun. Medyo nag-sprint ako dun sa last part. Di ko mapigilan. Force of habit. Pero ganun. Ganun mag-cancel animation. So to summarize lang yung pros and cons. Ang pro ng Widsith ay number 1, crit damage yung substat. And number 2, generally works well with artifacts, Crimson Witch artifacts. So yung pro ng Widsith is yung crit damage niya and yung substats and yung passive. Second one, lahat ng yun, it generally works well sa Crimson Witch artifacts and sa elemental skill and elemental burst ni Klee. For the cons, number 1, Klee can't always stay in the field, so dapat mapag-aralan yung rotations. Second one is, it is not ideal to use Widsith sa co-op. So, for Dodoco Tales, first, 4-point pro. Number 1, very F2P friendly. Number 2, aesthetic-wise, bagay kay Klee. Number 3, substat niya is focused on attack. And number 4, unlike Widsith, Dodoco Tales is good for co-op. So for the cons, dalawa lang din naman. So number 1 is slow base attack. And the second one is hindi niya nabubus yung utilities ni Klee. Unlike sa Widsith. So for the question na paano kung pareho akong meron? Anong gagamitin ko? So that's a question. I have 2 answers. First one, Ayan. So,
あれ
ingay ni
ど
Klee.
どこ
So, yun. Again, the question, what if meron ako pareho, anong gagamitin ko? The first answer is if meron kang 2 Geo and 2 Pirate team, like, example, Klee, Bennett, Zhongli, or Noel, or Ningguang, then it's best to choose Dodoco Tales over Widsith since wala namang elemental
変わった
reactions.
模様のトカゲを捕まえたん
Pero
だ
if you have Klee
見
with
たことない模様だから見てみる
any other character who can apply other elements like Gun, Using, Shu, Rosaria, Sucrose, Fischl, and others, the best na piliin yung Widsith. Second is sa co-op. Second answer. So in co-op, use Dodoco Tales. Pero kapag nasa world, pag nandiyan ka sa sarili mong world,
場内爆破は反省室
gamitin mo yung Widsith
怪我人
para
いるところ
ma-maximize mo
に
yung potential ni
鎮隊長
Klee.
あり
So all you need
山
is
火事は
to
一貫の終わり
master proper
これは
rotation
クレーの
between
騎士団で
Klee
生きるための心得だ
and
よ
your sub DPS and when to apply elemental reactions. So to conclude, and of course this is my opinion,
爆
Widsith
弾持ちすぎたのかな
Widsith still would be the best F2P friendly even if R1 lang siya compared sa R5 na Dodoco Tales. So all it needs is a little luck sa gacha pool. So while Dodoco Tales would be a top 2 given na masyadong na di masyadong fit kay Klee yung mga craftable weapons.
どこ
So yan, buong video ang ingay ni Klee pero for now, ayun lang. Yeah. Actually, pag may click kayo, gawin nyo to. Last one before kay cut.
やいほう
Oh, mali.
やへい
Yeah. So thank you for watching and make sure to follow and subscribe.